Okay, guys, I cannot wait to explain what I do explain, because we can make a lot of things. Okay, so what is the difference between time dimension and space dimension? Yes. Okay, so time dimension, we explained earlier about the time dimension. It's like it's like I'm here, and my chicken nuggets boy did called me before he slept, or tomorrow, I don't know, when he gets back home, excuse me. He called me on our usual phone, I guess, our usual phone number. Yeah, he called me, so he told me chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Are you going to do that? What if you did? Wait. Well, actually, it can happen. If we fix the struggles, where you can just make extra push the I don't know, but or you can call someone you do like, or we maybe did, I don't know, and then we just go where we just choose a place where it's much warmer than it used to. Yeah, and then we get back, and then we have a time dimension. But what about the space dimension? Well, we all know time dimension. And time dimensions change, like all of them, like it's like exploding atom. An exploding atom have all the particles are out of its own position, make dimensions, where if they manage to get back to the same exploded atom, the atom itself have been a structure where it's collected all its own exploded dimensions, and then out of that it moved to where it's seek its own its own perfect road, where when it finally finds the position where it's a bit much efficient, it exploded again to find another position to finally, excuse me, I will explain very soon, to finally arrive to where it happened to collect the best of the best, where it can get back to the first structure of its own first movement, to get it instruction where it could do, where the first exploded atom that happened, when it's finally reached its final destination, at the same time it started its own beginning. I think it's called a space dimension, where that space dimension could have multiple equations somehow. Yeah, because the explosion of the first atom shouldn't be the same explosion position where it used to be. It could look like differently in a different structure, where the road continue with a lot of different structure, where the end of the beginning reach its own I'm kidding, to the first atom. Excuse me again. So all of them, all the dimensions, so actually the first of the end of the beginning have been combined with its own beginning. What the hell? The end and the beginning. Its own beginning. Maybe I'm talking about the original timeline or something like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of space dimensions, and we can make this video like a loop. The explanation of that video came after the equation, and you can watch it together again. So the space, if all of them, wow man, if all the space dimensions, the end and the beginning reach its own beginning, where the beginning is where all the possible exposure happened, all the possible exposures. And why did I call it exposures? Because the position do change with the exploration, where it can cover all the mathematical equations if every single atom could reach its own beginning in its own end. Thank you for watching. As always, we break the limitation of dimensions. Anyway, so if I'm sitting here, okay, if we say the atom of beginning, it's me. If we say so, like now I'm sitting here in the chair, and now I decide to go the explosion of my time dimensions is too many. Not too many. Maybe I still sit here. Maybe I go there. Maybe I go there. Maybe I open YouTube. Maybe I open Instagram. Maybe I call Donald Trump. I don't know what I do. But then when I finish, I get back in time and talk to this one, the first atom, because all the explosions of the realities, the expectation of realities, like there is a lot of realities that could happen, a lot of them, and most of them is still sitting. If all of them can get back to me and tell me what did happen, I can choose. One of them maybe called Donald Trump and told him to have, I don't know, like decide to to take the whole world together. Like if they can, I don't know, like choose, like take the world, I don't know. But if that was a good possibility to happen, that one perfect shot of my explosion of my position in time can get back to me and tell me, well, if you do that and you do that, this will happen. Okay, excuse me. And then out of that position, when I reached to reach the White House, I don't know why Donald Trump, Obama much better. So when I finally arrived to my kingdom bed, where I can sit and put my hands behind my head and enjoy the weather, I can also, from that perfect shot, make another happen to be another positions in time. We all, like every second, every minute, I have a lot of possible differences between the last minute. So if we can get back in time, when the one who gets back in time, it told the first position of itself that it's the perfect shot. Like now, right now, I move forward to the last subject I said, which is from being a president of United Kingdom to being an ex-wife to Obama, to having a delicious food together with each other. Then after that, I maybe travel to space, and then out of that, I maybe, because I was president and I had all of that, from atom to atom, from position to position, from this position to the chicken nuggets position, from the chicken nuggets position to that, maybe I reach, I don't know, maybe I reach the level where I already wrote a lot of books, where it made a big library, where I am like 65 years old, I don't know. And then out of that, I get back to this beautiful one and tell him, don't marry Obama. Yeah, but no, he was not so good in bed. Anyway, so after all that library stuff and stuff like that, I came back to the old version of me, where it had a time machine explanation. And then after that, I teach him all the books I already had in my library, and then out of that, he made his own new. Then after that, he knows how to be, how to reach. Yeah, that's like after that, I break the time. That after that, it's a time dimension where time changed its own position. Like the old version of me changed its own position to the young position of me. But it's not only that, it's the explosions of the differences of what I do right here, right now, when I get back when all the perfect shot of me managed to get back to me, to this position right now, from being Obama, Donald Trump, I don't know, open a library and stuff like that. All of them get back to me, and then the explosion of that will be different, in a different way, because when the time position have changed to me from 60 years old, I will make another position in my timeline to create another timeline that can change its own position to me, where after that, collecting two timelines in my position, I will open a new timeline where I can make a new idiot stuff. So after that, after all of that, I will be the atom where where it had all the time changing positions to be a space for all the time expectation of the ending and the beginning, to break through all the possible exploration of lowering explosion of my first move. Like, this is my first position. Out of that, maybe I had one perfect shot that could get back to me and made another perfect shot to me. Like, what if I didn't get nuggets? But what if I get nuggets? So then the time position have been changed a lot, and the expectation of this position, it's not about timeline anymore. Time changed its own position from 60 years old to young me. It's about more than time changing position. It's about the space of this point of atom explosion of its own self. Yeah, kiss you back.